In this video, I'm going to explain what is price elasticity of supply, how we measure the degree of price elasticity of supply, and what are determinants of the price elasticity of supply. Price elasticity of supply is the responsiveness of quantities supplied of a good to a change in its price. To measure degree of price elasticity of supply, we calculate coefficient of price elasticity of supply. Coefficient could be calculated by using either percentage change method or midpoint method. If coefficient is less than 1, it indicates inelastic supply. More than 1, elastic supply. 1, unit elasticity of supply. 0, perfectly inelastic supply. And infinity, perfectly elastic supply. On a graph, an elastic supply curve will be shown as a rather flat supply curve. Inelastic supply curve will be more steep. Unitary elastic supply curve starts from the origin. Perfectly inelastic supply curve is shown as a vertical line, and perfectly elastic supply curve is shown as a horizontal line. The major determinant of price elasticity of supply is time. In different time periods, producers will have different ability to increase the amount of resources needed for production process. In the momentary time period, all inputs in production process are fixed, so producers can't increase amount of resources and they can't produce more goods. So in the momentary time period, supply will be perfectly inelastic. In the short run, at least one input in production process is fixed, and that fixed input will limit producers' ability to increase production, so supply will be inelastic. In the long run, all inputs are variable, so in the long run, supply will be elastic because producers will have better ability to respond to a change in price. Now we are going to look at an example of a fishing business. In the momentary time period, all inputs are fixed. For a fishing business, that means they have only one fisherman, one boat, and one fishing net. So supply of fish in the momentary time period will be perfectly inelastic. In the short run time period, at least one input is fixed. For our fishing business, that means they are still going to have just one boat, but they could increase the number of nets that they are using, and they could increase the number of fishermen. Now, when they have more of variable resources, they will be able to respond to an increase in price and catch more fish. So supply in the short run will be inelastic, and ability to catch more fish will be limited by one fixed input or just one boat. Finally, in the long run, all inputs are variable. Our fishing business could acquire more boats, more fishing nets, and employ more fishermen, so their supply of fish in the long run will be elastic. The other determinants of price elasticity of supply include mobility of resources, availability of stock, and nature of production process. If resources have higher mobility, and that means could easier be transferred from production of one good to production of the other good, then supply will be more responsive to a change in price and will be more elastic. Availability of stock means that if producers have a higher stock of finished goods, they will be able to respond to a change in price sooner and immediately supply this stock to the market. Nature of production process means that production of some goods, like supply of ice cream, could be increased in a very short period of time, while it could take years for some other goods to produce more. For example, if we are producing pine trees, it could take 10 or 20 years for the trees to mature.